Hello, everyone. How's everyone doing? I do apologize, guys. I was supposed to be here at 9:45, so I do apologize about that. And thank everybody for coming over. As you come in, please hit the thumbs up button, please, and thank you. Hello, Linda Gamble. Hello, Pat, my tea sipper. Hello, Lily. Well, Susan here, my lady. Hello, my lady. Hello. Hello, whatever happened to baby Jane. Hello, Carolyn, my tea sipper. Hello. Hello, Deborah. Hello, Sweet Tea. Hello, Care Bear. Hello, My Sweet. Hello, Ophelia. Hello, Baby Girl 1981, my mod. Hello, Chanel Monet, my mod. Hello, everybody. Please hit the like button as you come in, please, and thank you. All right, guys. How y'all like my little thumbnail? All right, guys. So we're going to be talking about Melanie and Martell today. Melanie is standing on business, guys, this time. Not that she wasn't standing on business last time, but she's standing on business with Martell. Now, do y'all think Martell has got the drift now? Do y'all think Martell is going to leave Melanie alone and go head on and just, be with Coleslaw? Or do you think Melanie is really going to have to bring in more charges against him? Let me know what y'all think. Let me know what y'all think in the chat. Also, we're going to be talking about SHAMEA from Real Housewives of Atlanta. I don't know why she keep doing these interviews and, somewhat talking about the other women on the show and somewhat not. I just think she should just come to work, do her job, and go home if that's how she feels about the show. Like I say, sometimes, guys, you can have all the money in the world and you're still not happy. SHAMEA, her husband got pretty decent, they got decent money, but it just still feel like it's not enough for her. I don't believe she's in love with her husband. That's just my personal opinion. I think she's there for the money, y'all. Okay? That's what I think. I don't know. I think SHAMEA is kind of is giving to me jealous vibes about the new woman that's coming on the show. K Michelle and Tammy, and I think her name is Pink, that's coming on the show. But I do hope they have a good, show. This good show. I don't want this back and forth and things like that. If y'all can get along, that's fine. If you can't, whatever. Okay. But this stuff that they're doing right now, I don't have time for it. Act like act your age. Y'all, I think Kenya is jealous that they didn't let her come back on the show. Now, take in mind, guys, I thought Kenya was only suspended like for one season, but it's something going on. They won't let Kenya come back on the show, and but is kept. I think Andy knows that Kenya needs to come back on that show for for money purposes. In my personal opinion. Now, she doesn't do any more than the other girls do. Okay? But again, she's another one. She keeps doing these interviews or going on her YouTube channel, talking about this person and that person. I don't like it. She said who was not RHOA material. Well, evidently, Kenya, you're not RHOA material. They don't want you on there. Now, I know we got some trolleys over here. I like Kenya, okay? But I just want her to stop talking about different people. Now, they didn't let you on the show. You need to go holler at Andy to see what you can do to get back on the show. That's all. Just go see what you got to do. But my whole thing is, why are y'all bringing all these new people? Why don't you let Nene come back? Nene come back. I think it would be more better. Y'all would get more ratings if you let Nene come back on the show. Let me know, guys, if y'all here for Nene coming back on the show. Let me know if y'all here for that. Also, Kenya and Phaedra. We all know what Phaedra allegedly did to Kenya. I thought they had got over it and moved on, but apparently not. Kandi is not over it. Okay. I think Phaedra is, but Kandi is not. She said she doesn't want to work with Phaedra at all. She said her and Phaedra have. Kandi said her and Phaedra have been in the same room with each other. She said they just don't go around each other, so because they know they don't mess with each other. But I think it's been long enough where both of them could, come together as as women and talk about it. Because y'all hang in the same circles. Why not talk about it? You know what I'm saying? Talk about it. So I'm here for Kandi coming back on the show. If that's what she wants to do. Okay, I'm here for it. But like I said, Kandi went into why this, why that. I'm like, oh, okay, all right, Kandi, we get it. We get it, Kandi. We get it, Kenya. Okay. But I really do think that Kenya wants to come back on RHOA. But she's not flat out saying it. She wants Andy to invite her back. But I don't think that's gonna happen. If you want your job back, you're gonna have to, let it be known by Andy that you want your job back. That's all I'm saying. Need the money. We all, need our money. There's nothing wrong with that. Just saying. Also, we're gonna do some Black history. We're gonna do some Black history, guys. Yeah, I love doing Black history facts and things like that because I like learning with you guys. Some stuff I still do on Black history. I don't even watch it. I watch it with you all. So we're gonna do that as well. What else are we talking about? Oh, we're talking about Marquis, Mannequin Mouth, and Dark Skin King. They was going at it on these here YouTube streets earlier today, going back and forth. Marquis, Dark Skin Ken, and Trish. Now, let me just say this. I understand that Trish got to get her bills paid and says she ain't got nothing without him. I understand it, okay? But somebody's going to get hurt here, allegedly. Trish, she acts like she get enjoyment out of seeing Marquis and Ken argue over her. That's not cool because somebody could seriously get hurt, okay? Those are the father of your kids, and that's your ex-husband. So I don't know what transpired, but they were going back and forth, all three of them arguing. Now, I don't know how true this is. They were arguing, talking about, well, you ain't got enough money to do this and that. And Trish talking about, well, you just wait till I bring the kids support. Now, personally, me, I wouldn't bring my kids support. The kids have nothing to do with our mess, okay? Don't do that to your kids. Try to turn them against one, each parent. You should leave them out of it. That's just my personal opinion. Trish is saying it, just wait till the kids come to court. Why would you bring your kids to court? Why would you do that? That's between the adults, you and Marquis, okay? This is my personal opinion. I wouldn't do that. So she said that she's bringing the kids to court in regards to all the stuff that's going on. Also, Ken is saying that if Marquis wants him out the house, he has to file a motion. Now, from what I know from watching Melody and Martell, if you are not married, you can't be in the house. Now, I have not heard of anything where if the father wants the boyfriend out the house, he has to go file a motion. I ain't never heard of that. Now, Huntsville, it is kind of tricky. They, got their own set of rules, so it could be, but I've never heard of it. Okay, so, and then whatever else we're going to talk about. So let's go and see what else we're going to get into. As you come in, please hit the thumbs up button, please, and thank you. Let's get our housekeeping out the way, because I don't want to keep y'all too long. I appreciate you guys for coming back over to the channel. So let's see here. Let me get my banners up here. All right, let's see here. All things said are alleged, and in my very own opinion, is for entertainment purposes only. I do not own the rights to music or any clips on this slide. Fair use, fair use, fair use. All things said are alleged and for entertainment purposes only. I do not own the rights to any clips or any music that you may see on my channel. Fair use, fair use, fair use. Also, Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, there is an allowance for the fair use of copyrighted material for such purposes as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, research, and learning. Fair use, fair use, fair use. All right, guys, we got our fair use that's on the screen, and also we got our disclaimer going at the bottom. How's everyone doing tonight? It's Thursday, so we're almost to Friday here, so I'm gonna have me a cup of water. I done had a long day. Y'all, give me just a second here. 1 second. Let me get my light here as well. Let's see here. All right, guys. So I know y'all been watching, been in these YouTube streets like I have, and I know everybody's been talking about Marquis, Ken, and dark skin Ken. No, everybody's been talking about that. I just think that my personal opinion, guys, and I'm going to bring up the clip here. I just think that kids should stay out of grown people business because you don't want your kids to feel like they got to choose a side between their mom and dad. Now, let me know in the chat, guys, how many of you guys would bring your kids to court during a divorce hearing in regards to what's going on with you guys? Let me know in the chat, guys. Let me know in the chat. Do y'all think it's right for Trish to bring her 2 kids to court in regards to Marquis? Don't try to turn the kids against Marquis. That's still their daddy. Yeah, he might do some effed up stuff sometime, but that still is their daddy. Don't do that, Trish. My personal opinion. Just my personal opinion, guys. Let me see here. Hello, everyone. So just my personal opinion, guys. I don't think that she should bring those kids to court in regards to their dad, guys. Now, Marquis be doing some, doing a little bit too much. We do know that, okay? We do. But that's still those kids' dad. Don't put them in the middle of this, okay? Now, she is saying that Ken and Trish are saying that Marquis has to do a motion to get Ken out the house. Now, I haven't heard that. I have never heard that the ex-husband or the dad has to do a motion to get the boyfriend out the house. Let me know if you guys have heard that before, because I have not heard that. Let me know, Marquis, that he don't have enough money to do a motion to get him to get Ken out the house. Now, you know, a couple of bloggers was reading the paperwork. I didn't see it in the paperwork that Marquis would have to do a motion to get him out the house. I didn't see that. Y'all let me know if y'all seen that in the paperwork. Y'all let me know. All right, but let me bring up Trish, Ken, dark-skinned Ken, their little altercation that they had going on here. Well, I don't want to say altercation, but let's see here. What they had going on. 1 second here. You know, it's like the people that are getting the couples that are getting divorced, it's like a never-ending thing. It's like they have got the divorce, but it's like they keep arguing all the time. It's like if it's the boyfriend arguing with the ex-husband, or you know, I don't know what's going on, guys, because I don't think Marquis wants Trish back. I don't. And I'm just keeping it above. I don't think Trish would have got a divorce unless Ken pushed for it. Other than that, Trish wouldn't have got no divorce, in my personal opinion, allegedly. Because they have been separated all this time. Trish could have been got a divorce. She was fine like she was. Only reason she got a divorce is because of Ken, allegedly. Trish could have been got a divorce. Okay? You know, in my personal opinion, she was doing fine like she was. She didn't really, you know, care about getting a divorce, you know. But it was Ken, because Ken wants to marry her. Now, that should tell you something right there. You've been with this woman all this time, and she said nothing about getting a divorce. Nothing. So that's a check. So let me bring this up on the screen, guys. Trish and Ken are childish to me. Why are y'all like y'all try to taunt this man? I really don't think Marquis cares about it. I don't. My personal opinion. So let me bring this up here, guys. Let me bring this up here. So this is Trish and Ken. He said, this is what dark-skinned Ken said. What me and Trish be doing while y'all debating whether we really together or not. Sir, and then this is the music that they play.
Bun sugar plum, pumpy for my honey bun sugar plum, pumpy for my honey bun sugar plum.
Yeah, sir. I don't know who y'all is. Don't nobody care if y'all together. I'm gonna read it one more time. He said that what me and Trish be doing while y'all debating whether we really together or not. Sir, don't nobody care if you and Trish together or not, sir. We don't care. I know I don't. We don't care. But my job as a content creator or blogger, whatever you want to call it, is to report on what's going on in these YouTube streets. That's my job to do that, okay? That's my job. Like I said, I think that you and Trish be taunting Marquis. Don't get me wrong, Marquis does stuff too, but not as much as you and Trish does. Okay? Not as much as you and Trish does. But my whole thing is this right here, guys. He reminds me of the stepfather. Remember I told y'all that the other day? It's like this man does not want to be with a woman unless they got a kid or already made family. And y'all know the movie The Stepfather. He only talked to women that always had kids because he wants to have a family. Okay? So that's what Ken reminds me of, the stepfather. Because look, the last relationship he was in, he was with that woman. She had a daughter. And he was allegedly cheating on that lady with Trish. Just saying. So when people say, I don't think he would cheat on the other with Trish. Y'all remember that other lady came to Trish's house and Trish, I think she opened up the door and let the lady came in, or she when it got Ken. Let me know if y'all remember that. That woman came over Trish's house. And she threw all of Ken clothes out. Let me know if y'all remember that. Let me know if y'all remember that. I just don't think that Trish is into Ken like he's into her. But money talks and BS walks. Okay? Money talks and BS walks. So she needs him financially. And I think from what I seen what Ken was doing when he was arguing with Trish, I think he'd be like, be getting on her like, why you don't get on my side? Why you always letting him do this? You must still want your ex-husband. You know how men do when they feel intimidated by the kid's father or the husband, So I don't know if Trish is doing this to prove her love or her loyalty to Ken, but I don't think she should be doing this to her ex-husband because y'all remember Trish stayed with Marquis and his family when they were younger. Marquis' auntie is the one that helped Trish get the job at NASA. That's all I'm saying. Don't ever bite the hand that feeds you because you might need him again. You know what I'm saying? Because Ken is predictable to me. He gives me the vibes that if you don't do what he say and things like that, he'll go ahead on and leave you and leave you to figure out shit on your own. That's the vibe that Ken gives me. Let me know in the chat if Ken give you that type of vibe. Just a second. So he letting y'all know that y'all may think that him and Trish broke up. They not broke up. Again, who the fuck cares? I don't care if y'all ain't broke up. And then here go I'm going to put up the, let me see if I can put up the back and forth with them. So they come on this here internet. And like I said, we didn't ask to see this stuff. You, Trish, and Ken put it up here. So we're going to read it here. Now, I can't read the other part because the wording is too little. Now, this is Marquis. I highly suggest you tread lightly and find something safer to do. This is what Marquis is telling Ken. Then it says that dark-skinned Ken, are you a rug dealer? Question mark. Are you on probation? Question mark. Do you have a CDL and truck? Question mark. Can I get a 3.5? Question mark. So he's alluding to Ken as a rug dealer. Okay. And then it says at Fit for Real. That's Trish. I'm not pressed about neither of y'all that I just find it crazy how y'all say I'm so pressed, but y'all constantly saying my name and telling lies for no reason. If you hurt at Fit for Real, just say that, but stop with the and lies. So that's what Marquis is telling Trish. Then he also says at Dark Skin Ken, and you keep talking about this poking the bear, keep playing with fire and you're gonna get burnt. That's what that's what Marquis is telling Ken and Trish. So in other words, he's telling Trish she's hurt by them getting a divorce. Just say that. What y'all think? Do y'all think Trish is hurt about her and Marquis getting a divorce? Let me know what y'all think in the chat. Now, do I think Trish is hurt? I'm going to say I don't know. Because like I said, if Trish wanted to get a divorce, she could have been got one. She's only getting a divorce because Ken keep pushing the issue. They've been separated for what, 4 or 5 years? Why did she get one in? And she's been dating Ken for a while. Just saying. Just saying. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the chat here. Do y'all think this back and forth between Trish, Ken, and Marquis will die down anytime soon? Let me know what y'all think in the chat. Let me know what y'all think in the chat about this. Because like I said, Ken always wants to prove, because he lifts weights and all this and that he can allegedly beat up Marquis. Okay, that's fine. But you should not want to do that and allegedly in the house with his kids. I don't care what the kids, you might give the kids money and things like that, but that's still those kids' dad. I don't care what you say. I don't care what you say. Them kids love their daddy. When you get through, they still love their daddy, in my personal opinion. Let me know what y'all. So we're gonna move on a little bit here. Let me move on to this here. Now, the ratings on Love and Marriage Huntsville, guys, I think they were down 127,000. The people are saying the show is dry. Love and Marriage Huntsville, they said they want them to get on with the show. They ready for the reunion at this point. That's what they're saying. They're saying that the show is dry, guys. The show, they said, has no spark. And I guess because Melanie is out there. The people are saying the show is falling flat, guys. Now, I don't watch the show. I do see the clips. But from the clips that I'm seeing, they are right. The men got more emotion than the women. And I'm not trying to be funny. I'm just being real. Let me know what y'all think. Do you think they should just go ahead on and just do the reunion? Because people are not interested in the show. They said the show is dry. Let me know what y'all think about it. And like I said, they've lost 137,000 viewers for the show. Now, I know a lot of people don't watch it, but, you know, let me know what y'all think. Do y'all think the show is over with? Let me know what y'all think. Do y'all think the show is over with? Let me see. Let me see y'all comments. We got 28 likes, 32 in the chat. Keep hitting the like button. Hello, Lisa Foster, my tea sipper. Hello, Dot Willie. Hello, Patricia T. My sweet, you don't think Nene will never be welcome back to RHOA? Yes, K Michelle already put Robin in her place. Thank you, Linda. Yes, please like, comment, and subscribe to both channels. My other channel is Drop the Tea 2.0. I'll put it across the screen here. Please subscribe to my other channel, Drop the T 2.0. Please and thank you. I'm going to try to do some type of contest for that channel. And guys, you guys can do super chat, super stickers, and also you can become a member for $2.99 a month. That's where you get the like when we're going on a trip. That's how you get the information and the members only. And then also, guys, I don't really like to do too many pre-recording for my members only. If you are a member, let me know what would be a good time for me to go live with you guys. Let me know in the chat. And also, guys, you can give membership to people in the chat for $2.99 a month as well. All right. And you can also do Cash App as well. It's going across the screen to support the channel. Let me know in the chat, guys. Have anybody got their Winter Wonderland ticket yet? Let me know in the chat. And also let me know if you're going to Winter Wonderland. I know some people were thinking about it, things like that. And I do want to do VIP, but it's really not. What's the difference between VIP? Well, the VIP is that you set in a different section, and like when she do questions and things like that, the people that are standing in the VIP section, they get their questions answered first. Something like mostly with like our members on our channels, they get their questions and stuff answered first. Their priority before anybody else. That's kind of how like the mimosas is. And then you get a free mimosas as well for the VIP seats. They do have a bar in there, so usually you get 1 or 2 free mimosas with your VIP, and then anything after that you will have to buy it yourself. So that's usually how that goes. So let me know if you guys are going to be going. What else? I think I might do a members only this Saturday, probably around 12 or 1. Nope, I can't do it for Saturday at 12 or 1. Probably tomorrow. I'll probably do it. Probably not do it. Let's see here. Let me see what y'all are saying. Deborah says, I do not believe the OWN network wants to work with Nene again. You mean Bravo? With Nene again, they may now see her as a legal liability. Okay, I can see that. I can see that. I can see that. Okay, okay. It's on Instagram with K Ken, Trish, and Marquis. Thank you, Linda. That lets you know Trish ain't no engineer if she depends on Ken. That girl was a janitor at NASA. That's what somebody else was saying. That's what somebody else was saying. I know if y'all remember, Marquis said that his auntie is the one that got Trish a job there. I think she does some type of, is she like a secretary or something? She does something. She's not a, I'm trying to think. She's not like an engineer or anything like that. Trish was in the army, if I'm not mistaken. So she do have a pension. So I don't know if Marquis asked for any of her pension. He could have, because he's been married to her for a while. So he could have asked for that. I know in Wisconsin, if you're married to someone for 10 years, automatically you're going to get half of their Social Security, pension, whatever they got. you are entitled to it. I don't know what the laws are for Alabama, but I know in Wisconsin you can. You can get as long as you don't get remarried. So that's another thing. I know here in Wisconsin and in Chicago, they have banned the vapes. They have banned the vapes where you can't vape. Now, if y'all don't know, I told y'all I used to smoke some years ago. And how I stopped smoking was I started just vaping. When I got like an urge, I would just take a couple of puffs of vape and things like that, and I stopped myself from smoking. Cigarettes are expensive. They're like $13 or $14 a pack. My sister still smokes, and so though they are expensive, so they have banned these vapes here in Wisconsin and in Chicago. So a lot of people are upset with that. So you know how people do. Y'all know what they do. There's a will, there's a way. So people are doing other things. They are finding a way to get the vapes, but they are banned in Wisconsin and in Chicago. Let me know where y'all live at after vapes are banned, because they're saying that the younger kids are getting a hold to the vapes. If that's the case, they can get hold to the cigarettes. There was no difference. Just saying. We got 72 people in the chat. We should have 72 likes. Let me come on this screen here, guys. All right, so I'm going to be doing some work on my channel next week. I'm getting things together, guys. I'm so excited about my new channel over there. So I can start blogging, talking about my life and things like that. Y'all know I was with my husband for 25 years and married for 19. So I'm going to start talking about that. I'm kind of, get to making y'all familiar with me and let y'all know who I am. Y'all already know I got 4 kids, 3 biological, then I have my bonus baby. So I'm going to be talking about a lot of stuff over there. And then, just talking about a lot of different things over there that women go through as we get older and things like that. And with, I can't give it away, guys. So we're going to talk about it over there in that channel, okay? But I am having a cut water. Now, let me tell y'all something. I think people are starting just to catch on to the cut water, because my other bloggers that I do watch, which are Jay Kareem and them, they are on their channels. They are tasting the cut water now. Now the cut water is from the South, to my knowledge, because we started drinking cut water last year. So I don't know what happened, but this is the cut water. This is the lemon drop one. If y'all can see it. I'm drinking the lemon drop one. This is the cut water lemon drop. I'm drinking this one. They're good. I don't want to say they're like a wine cooler because they're much stronger than a wine cooler. This one has 11% alcohol in it. It has 11% alcohol in it. I thought this one has the least amount of alcohol, but it doesn't. The strawberry margarita one and the lemon lime margarita one has the less amount of alcohol in it. But the mango, peach, and things like that, they have higher amounts. Pineapple, they have higher amounts of alcohol in it. So yeah, these are good though. For like a 4-pack is $12.99. It's not too bad, but I like them, and I don't think I might finish the whole one. I might not, but they're so strong you don't have to drink very much. So I might be having that one tomorrow as well. But it's a lot. It's kind of strong, but I can just sip on that. Let me see what y'all are saying. You said, okay, my lady, you think Marquis is trying to get back on the show? Okay, maybe just for a storyline. Okay. Because y'all know that Trish's daughter cannot be on the show no more. Like Melanie Kids KBO, Marquis has requested that his daughter not be on the show. Now that makes sense, guys. They could be acting up like this to try, maybe all three of them is working together. Have you ever thought of that? To get Marquis back on the show? Maybe all three of them are working together, guys. Okay. They all could be working together. None, you think it's some inappropriate stuff allegedly going on with dark skin and Ken? I can believe that because I always give a woman with kids that already got an already made family. Let me know. Let me know what y'all think, guys. You said it's not right. Trish is mad that the judge made Ken move out of the house. Well, Ken said he didn't have to move out the house. He said that Marquis have to do a motion to have him moved out the house. Hello, Pat, my tea sipper. Me either, Pat. I wouldn't involve my kids in it as well. Marquis said that Ken had to move out of the house after the divorce was finalized. Yes, but that's not what Ken's saying. Ken said that Marquis has to do a motion to get him moved out the house. That's what he said. No, Trish didn't want no divorce. I'm telling y'all she did. Hello, Audrey. And Linda said, in my opinion, Trish may be by after the dirty dancing with Kimmy, Destiny, and Tisha. I wouldn't put it past her. Hey, Audrey. Trish and Ken act like Martell and Ari. They really think they got a love story that people want to see. Laugh out loud. Right. Nobody cares. You said Ken is suspicious. I think so too, Linda. 49 likes, 35 in the chat. Okay. Deborah said, I do not think she needs him to pay her bill. I think she is the type of woman that expects her man to pay her bills. Okay. Nope, I don't believe Trish won a divorce either. 59 likes, 64 in the chat. Let's get the likes up, please, and thank you. You said no because Trish and Ken love mess. I think so too. I think they like it. I think they use this for their storyline, guys. I believe she did not rush to get a divorce because she did not want to marry Ken, but I do not think it's because she loves Marquis. Okay, I can understand that. I think she did not really want to get a divorce because now Ken is going to be on her to marry him. That's why I think she stayed married to Marquis. Allegedly. Now, somebody else said that they heard it was a season finale. They said, but Carlos came on and corrected that. He said that was an error. My lady said, is it really necessary for them to have a reunion? What are they going to recap? I don't know. You said the show is DOA. Oh, okay. Y'all make sure y'all are getting the likes up. Hey, Miss Boss Chick. You got the VIP? Okay. I hope to see you there. You're super excited? Okay. Yeah, we're gonna be taking some pictures. We'll have a good time. Let me see. Hello, Nicole. Welcome. Y'all know I ain't got my glasses on. When I be doing this right here, I ain't got no glasses on. That's your pre-birthday turn up? Okay. Are we gonna have to help turn up then? Hey, Kandi. Oh, okay. You said Vape is done. You seen pretty people last to work. Okay. Welcome, Nicole. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, Nicole, to our live. But they admitted that they don't know what's in the vapes. It said downstairs. Okay. Hello, Deidre. I ain't seen you in a while. What you doing, Deidre? I ain't seen you in a while. I hope all is well. Keep hitting that like button, guys, please, and thank you. And please make sure you guys are subscribed to my other channel. Let's see. You like the lemon drop cut water pad? Okay. You said I love my Corona and Blue Top VSOP. I have to try that. You can buy that at any liquor store. Whatever happened to Baby Jane? You can buy it at any liquor store. Hello, Braylon Lee. Hello. Yeah, it must not have been a court order, but they said it's a court order. Yeah, I'll be paying about my cut water. Wait a minute, I am in easy March in 01. Don't chew me out if I mess up your name. Hello. Yes, I can't wait to meet you all either, Miss Boss Chick. Yeah, if I don't see it, y'all see me first, y'all come up to me. Y'all want, we can take pictures, we can do whatever. All right, guys. Let's see what's going on here. So let me tell y'all, Carlos King, he can. Why does he want to? How can I put it? He wants to review everybody else's show. He don't like talking about his damn show, but we're gonna get into Carlos right here, guys. Him and Claudia. Now Claudia is going to be on another show. She got a job on another show as well, but I think she's still going to do the show here with what is his name, with Carlos, and I forgot his name. I think she's going to still do the show with him, but she has got another show as well that she's going to be doing. So K Michelle has every right to be on RHOA, and why some people issues are classism and enlistment. So they're saying that some people. Okay, now look, I'm not gonna say I'm the classist. I do gotta, I'm a little rough around the edges or whatever, but I'm not like no hood rat or nothing like that or anything like that. All of us got a little bit of ghetto in us. A little bit, So a lot of people are saying they don't think that K Michelle should be on the show because she came from Love and Hip Hop. They think that she is kind of ghetto. I don't think Michelle is ghetto. K Michelle is a college graduate. She was on she was in a sorority. Wait a minute, I'm saying that right. And also she's a mother. And also she writes some of her music. So yeah, she probably got a little bit of get up in her, but I think she know how to turn it on and off. She know when to when to turn it on and off. I think we should give her a chance. What do y'all think? But some people think that people that come from Love and Hip Hop are ghetto. Yeah, they come from Love and Hip Hop, and yeah, they be all over it. All type of business meetings with senators and everything. So executives. So you think Yanni get up in there acting ghetto? No. You know when you in certain rooms how to act. Okay? Trust me. You got a voice in certain rooms. You know how to act in certain rooms. You know how to move in certain rooms. Okay? So just because you don't love and hip hop, that could have been just to get your foot in the door, get your feet wet, so you can move on to other things. Okay? So let's just take a look to see what Carlos and I think his name is Dustin was saying, guys. Let's see what they're talking about. I don't think you should be labeled as ghetto because you was on Love and Hip Hop. But let's see what they're talking about.
The sense that K Michelle being on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, allegedly, has a lot to do with classism. It has a lot to do with elitism. And it low-key has to do with that girl over there, right? Mm-hmm. I want to have a real conversation about this because I think K Michelle being announced as possibly joining the Real Housewives of Atlanta, coming from Love and Hip Hop, I'm starting to get a sense that it's becoming that K Michelle isn't that classy enough. These are things I saw. Mm-hmm. She's not classy enough to be on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. And my thing is this, and this is somebody who started day one, season one of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I was there with Nene Leakes, Sheree Whitfield, Kim Zolciak, Deshaun Snow, and Lisa Wu. When we started that show, there wasn't this concentration on those ladies being classy. Mm-hmm. I think Beverly Hills has the sort of halo over them as being this sort of like classier show. Although, once again, Lisa Rinna threw a drink at somebody. Brandy Glanville slapped Lisa Vanderpump face. Okay. When it comes to Black people on the Real Housewives franchise, you guys who are saying K Michelle does not belong, whether you're on TV or not, what you are saying is that as a Black person, you don't think K Michelle as a Black woman deserves to grow into being somebody.
Okay. Now, I will agree with that. I think that Black women get stereotyped because of some stuff that we do. Now, we do throw cheers and drinks, but so do white women. You heard what he just said. Kim Zolciak, them, they were throwing drinks and things at each other, slapping each other in the face, but they don't get the backlash like Black women do. You get what I'm saying? So, you're right. People can grow. Now, we do know when K Michelle was on there, her and Rashida and Kirk with the 3 earrings, they didn't get along. Kirk is a girl, they didn't get along, okay? We know that, right? But that's been years ago. People can grow up, get mature. Not saying that she wasn't, but if somebody coming at you on Love and Hip Hop, you got to come back at them, okay? So that was then, this is now. Who I was yesterday is not the same person who I am right now. Okay? That was yesterday. You can't get yesterday back. You can just keep moving forward. So who K Michelle was on Love and Hip Hop, she is not that woman today. I hope everybody is trying to strive to be better than the woman that they were yesterday. So I don't know why they are still trying to stereotype her as she is that girl from Love and Hip Hop. K Michelle hasn't been on Love and Hip Hop in a while. And it looks like she has grown. But it's something with Rashida. She's going to defend Kirk no matter right or wrong. She's going to defend Kirk. She do not care. And that's why I say people, if somebody see Kirk out with 3 women, don't even say nothing. Keep it pushing. Because we already have come to the conclusion. Rashida don't care what Kirk do. She not leaving. The man that had a baby. We done caught him in a hot tub with Bambi and Kendra. What else could the man possibly do to have him leave her? Nothing. If Rashida would have did the same thing Kirk would have did, do you think Kirk would be with her? Drop it in the chat. Me? Hell no. Men cannot take the same hurt that they give women. If Rashida would have got pregnant by somebody else, Kirk would have divorced her, allegedly, in my own opinion. If he would have found out she was sleeping with somebody else, he would have divorced her, in my own opinion. Men cannot take the same hurt that they dish out. Now, Rashida is not a girl's girl. We all have seen that, okay? You cannot label Rashida as your friend. And for people who say they're friends with Rashida, y'all better take notes. Y'all better rethink your friendship with her. She's not a girl's girl. This is my personal opinion. I know she hangs out with Mayetta. She hangs out with Toya, Lil Wayne, baby mama or ex-wife. She hangs out with Kandi. And I think it's somebody else, some other people. They better think twice because Rashida's not a girl's girl. Now, I like when Yandy read her ass for filth and let her know who the head bitch in charge was. I loved it because Rashida and Kirk was getting a little bit beside themselves. Now, I know she know that Yandy was the one who, her and Mona Scott, was the one who came up with Love and Hip Hop. I know she had to know that. I know she ain't that motherfucking thing. Because Jim Jones and Chrissy was the first couple of Love and Hip Hop. Oh, and Jim Jones, he look bad now. Ooh. Ooh, baby, you need to cut that gray off. You know, some men look sexy with that gray beard and stuff. Jim Jones do not. You too old to have them plaits in your hair, sir. Cut your hair off. Take them fucking plaits out. You too old for that. You look like an old, washed up, has-been rapper. It's over for you. Now, all of a sudden, he want to go ahead on and marry Chrissy because Chrissy ain't aged at all. Black don't crack. So I guess you wanted to soar your royal oath, and now you didn't got old. Now you got to say the hell with it. I can go ahead on and marry you. If I was Chrissy, I wouldn't marry your ass. Just because you looking like you done been through hard times all your life. No. No, I wouldn't marry her. But he didn't want to marry her. But let's continue.
That can go to another show. Just because Love and Hip Hop is known for it does not mean that anybody that comes from Love and Hip Hop should be stuck in a box.
Reality with the King is streaming on all platforms wherever you get your podcast. I'll see you there.
I'm getting the sense that K Michelle being on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, allegedly, has a lot to do with classism. It has a lot to do with elitism. And it low-key has to do with that girl over there, right? I want to have a real conversation about this because I think K Michelle being announced as possibly joining the Real Housewives of Atlanta, coming from Love and Hip Hop, I'm starting to get a sense that it's becoming that K Michelle isn't that classy enough. These are things I saw. She's not classy enough to be on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. And my thing is this, and this is somebody who started day one, season one of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I was there with Nene Leakes, Sheree Whitfield, Kim Zolciak, Deshaun Snow, Lisa Wu. When we started that show, there wasn't this concentration on those ladies being classy. I think Beverly Hills has the sort of halo over them as being this sort of like classier show. Although, once again, Lisa Rinna threw a drink at somebody. Brandy Glanville slapped Lisa Vanderpump face. Okay. When it comes to Black people on the Real Housewives franchise, you guys who are saying K Michelle does not belong, whether you're on TV or not, what you are saying is that as a Black person, you don't think K Michelle, as a Black woman, deserves to grow into being somebody that can go to another show. Just because Love and Hip Hop is known for it does not mean that anybody that comes from Love and Hip Hop should be stuck in a box.
Reality with the King is streaming on all platforms.
Now, I agree. Just because you were on Love and Hip Hop, you should not be in a box. I totally agree with that, guys. I totally agree with that. You should not be in a box. Let me see what you guys are saying. You said Cardi B was on. Hello, Carolyn, my tea sipper. Cardi B was on Love and Hip Hop, and look where she's at today. K Michelle will do just fine. They all got a little ghetto in them. Right, Carolyn? Right. We all did. Okay. Jim Jones bit that hand that fed him, which was, I think you're saying Yandy. Yandy got him paid and getting money. He let Chrissy mess that up and Yandy dropped him. Right. I now know that Rashida problem is with Yandy. Others watching that, after watching that last episode, she did not want Yandy on that show. She thinks she's the OG of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Well, see, Yandy called the shot. Yandy is the executive producer. Hey, Braylon. You said K Michelle was also on Queen's Court, which is a Bravo show as well. So she has been on Bravo before, for those who don't know. Okay. She was on there with Lisa Ray and I think Delicious, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, she said Jim Jones needs to cut off them struggling braids. Right. He needs to cut them off. Rashida never apologized to K Michelle, but she keeps saying that she did. I didn't hear it. Yes, and Toya came out later and said that allegedly Memphis Bleak was abusive. Right. Rashida accused K Michelle of lying being abused by Memphis. That's why they had a problem. Correct. They're basically the same people. Right. Hey, Lady Pooh. All right, we got a new member. Who said that? All right, thank you for joining. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome, welcome. The backlash is coming from Black women. That's what is hard to understand. I don't know why we tear down our Black women and bash them for what? We all went through things, you know, as younger Black women and things like that. So we all are coming into our own and maturing as Black women. Okay? Like I said, we all got a little ghetto in us as well. All right? But what do they say to the Caucasian or the white women when they're slapping people or throwing drinks and things at them? They don't get the backlash like Black women do. in my personal opinion. Just saying. Hello, Nikki Nicole. I don't like that rain driven leader, but I have to agree with this. Right. I don't like him either, but I like what he was saying. Carlos is always going back down memory lane. Yes. Okay, she was pushing for CK to do a show with her and Dustin outside of YouTube. He probably hanging by a thread with his shows never last. Right, because he had another show. It was called what was it called? Bad and Bougie? That didn't work at all. Where is your new channel? It's Drop the T 2.0. So you got to put the @ sign. Linda, can you put that in the chat for me? My second backup channel, please and thank you. Thank you for asking, Valerie. Yes. Hello, Jacqueline. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. Yep, it's on YouTube, Valerie. Let me see. Yeah, Yandy and Mona Scott started Love and Hip Hop. Oh, okay. Cause you know how they got this green here? Okay, girl. Okay. I wonder how they put that here. So let me put it here. I'm gonna put it here. Give me just a second. Okay, I put it. There it go right there. No, I have not. That's a good one, Deborah. Carlos King have not reviewed Hard and Hustle because he know Hard and Hustle is on Love and Marriage Huntsville Hills. That's why. They lost 130 subscribers. Excuse me, 130,000 I think views for Love and Marriage Huntsville. Yeah, y'all know Miss Linda have her ears always in the streets here. Let me see here. Yeah, that show, I think they're gonna try to say that it's because of I think they're gonna try to say it's because of the holiday. That's because of that. It's not because of that at all. People are just not here for it. They said the show is dry. That's all they keep saying. The show is dry. And that's why people are not watching it. Okay, so y'all know today is 9/11. Can y'all remember where y'all was at when 9/11 happened? So let's just take a moment of silence for 9/11. Where were you at when 9/11 happened, guys? I can remember where I was working at when 9/11 happened. Let me know in the chat, guys. Can y'all remember where you guys were at when 9/11 happened? Let me know in the chat. 20, it's been 24 years since the attacks, guys. Wow, 24 years since the attacks happened. So today marks 24 years since the tragic events of 9/11, when nearly 3,000 lives were lost in the attacks on the World Trade Center, the Pentagon, and aboard Flight 93. We are remembering the victims, the heroes, and the families forever. Changed. Never forget 9/11. I remember what job I was at and everything. So just take a moment of silence for them. Yes, guys, it's been 24 years. Look at both of the Twin Towers. Baby, y'all walking, I would have been running. That changed our country forever. Now, guys, believe this or not, some people have these conspiracy theories that 9/11 wasn't real. Nobody ran into the Twin Towers. None of this happened. I thought the delusion is real. Look at that. But let's not ever forget about 9/11. Someone said on this day an inside job took place. The most successful inside job in history. Okay. So somebody said your station should be ashamed of their disgusting behavior when the announcement of Charlie's unaliving was announced. I will never watch anything from TMZ. Oh, okay. That's how you feel. Now, now let's just have a word here, guys, for a moment here. Let's just keep it real here, guys. Let's just keep it real here. Hello, Bridget Nicole. I was at work, got sent home, and every gas station I rode past, the lines was up the street. Oh wow. Um, let's see what y'all saying. So yes, Mama. I remember like it was yesterday. I was driving a tractor trailer crossing country headed to Atlanta. Okay, Lisa. Hello, Lisa. My tea sipper. Hello, hello, hello. Yes, at home worrying about my husband because he worked in the federal building. Oh, Deidre, I'm so sorry to hear that. I hope he was okay. Deborah said I was getting dressed for work. Sorry, man. I don't know. No worries. Whatever happened to Baby Jane? You said real estate. What about CK show in Houston about the real estate family? Oh, I don't think they want to mess with him anymore because they, allegedly and for entertainment purposes, I don't think they want to be bothered with him anymore. They said that allegedly he got that whole family into it. You said 17K. You said I would, Yes, I know you were going insane. Oh my God. Whatever happened to Baby Jane? I was at my home in California enjoying life. Okay. You said, but when it was announced, it broke my heart for all the people. You were looking at people jumping out the window on TV. You said TMZ started clapping when they, I think you meant heard of Charlie Kirk's passing. Now, that is insensitive. Now, I don't agree with Charlie Kirk, but I kind of got a little teary eyed when I heard about that. I don't want nobody to pass away, even though I didn't agree with none of his political stance or anything like that. I don't want nobody to be taken off this earth until God calls them home. You know, I don't, just because we don't, I'm not that type of person. We can agree to disagree. You know, I said a prayer for him, you know, for his wife and kids and him. You know, I said to myself, I hope he got to meet Jesus and see who Jesus is. I know he's going to be shocked to see that he's black, but hey, no time is the right time. Just saying. But I don't wish, you know, I don't like MAGA. I don't. But do I wish any of them harm? No, no. We can agree to disagree. We don't have to like the same parties, but I don't wish any of them harm. I know they probably wish us harm, but I don't wish nobody harm. No. I know they probably hate my, you know, hate our guts, but do I wish them harm? No. No, no. Now, are you sure Harvey was doing it on TMZ when Charlie Kirk got out? Now, I've been told that Charlie Kirk did have on a bulletproof vest, and they believe the the B, which is the I'm not going y'all know the B, but I'm gonna call it a shell, bounced off of his bulletproof vest and hit him in the neck because they said he did have on a bulletproof vest. Let me know if y'all heard that. They're trying to say his wife was there, his mom was there. That's what they're saying. They say his wife passed out because y'all know he has a younger wife. I think she's 20, 25 or 26. They have two small children together. Now, okay. Now this is what I don't agree with. Marjorie Taylor Greene and Laura Boebert is trying to get signatures to have a statue put in Congress of Charlie Kirk. Now, you done took all of Martin Luther King statues out. Anything that got to do with black people, but y'all want people to sign a petition for y'all to put Charlie Kirk statue in there. Now, I know you got to be kidding. I know the fuck you lying. You Beavis and Butthead get somewhere to fucking sit down. She Beavis and you fucking Butthead. Set y'all ass down. Ain't nobody putting no fucking statue no damn more. Set the fuck down. Beavis and Butthead want a fucking statue of Charlie Kirk put in Congress. Ain't happening. Yes, I know he did, Deidre. He didn't care about nobody but his own race. But God, may God rest his soul. I just say people like that, they don't know no better. They don't know no better. Now I do agree that was wrong. You said I really believe that's when America really started falling apart. Yeah, but But see, this is the thing. When people look, my thing is this: somebody trying to take over an airplane, I'm gonna fight. This is what it is. We're gonna have to fight. No, no, sir. Not to fight. Just what it is. We gotta fight. No, I'm not gonna sit there and just no. Y'all, let's listen to a little bit of what Kandi's saying. People are saying it's time for Kandi and Phaedra to put their big draws on. You know, pull them up. I don't know, guys. Y'all know I'm an Aries. Let me know if y'all know anything about a March Aries. My birthday is March 23rd. Even though people have, did a lot of wrong stuff to me, I think that Kandi and Phaedra should be able to sit down and talk about it. We know what happened, but can they be cordial with one another? But from what Kandi is saying, they have been in rooms together, but they avoid each other. They know they know the boundaries, guys. I think this is childish. Y'all got kids. This is childish. This is what Kandi is saying.
You said you never gonna speak to Phaedra again. I don't even, no shade, no tea. Don't want to push too hard, but do you think there's any way that she could get you to look her way again? Has she ever tried to reach out?
No.
She never tried to reach out.
No.
Because she know.
No, it's there's no reason for us to communicate. We've been in the same room before, but there's no reason for us.
And you guys just you kind of just avoid, or not even avoid, but just
we just don't interact. We just don't speak. I mean not disrespectful. I don't come in cussing nobody out, and then we just you stay your way, I stay my way. I don't feel the need to fake it for the world in that situation. Yep. I feel like I see people online trying to change what happened. Obviously, y'all did not watch the show. Y'all did not really pay attention to what happened.
Yeah.
And I do not care to re-explain it. I do not care to.
Okay, guys. So we know what Phaedra them did, right? So is it warranted for her and Phaedra not to sit down and have a conversation and not speak again? Now Kiki Palmer is younger than all of us. Well, most of all of us, okay? Now, is that warranted that Phaedra and Kandi cannot sit down with each other and have a civilized conversation? I'm not saying they got to be besties, but so, or do y'all think Kandi just being petty? Or she's being over the top? It's been long enough where you can, where they, got it out their system or whatever. So what do y'all think? Y'all think it's been long enough where Kandi and Phaedra should be able to come together and to talk? Let me know what y'all think. Let me know what y'all think in the chat. Has it been long enough? Has it been long enough, guys? Does you think they can come together and talk to one another? Or do you think that it's okay that they be in the same room but don't talk to each other? Let me know what y'all think. Now, y'all know I do got to stop the video in between and give a little commentary on it per the new YouTube guidelines. But let's continue.
Bring it up no more. If y'all, if people feel how they feel, I feel how I feel. I ain't changing. So.
And being on the show, were there ever times where the producers try to, let's bring it back, or let's so they knew to respect it too?
No, not at all. Not.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Now, you were, she said, hell no, y'all. Did y'all hear
that?
No,
it's like, I mean, I don't really feel
because the producers of these shows, sometimes I don't think people understand. It can be a lot what, you guys are juggling. Not only are you juggling the relationships on the show, but you're juggling the relationships that people are trying to have with the producers to stay on the show. And so it becomes a lot of mess.
Well, at the time, what was said was supposedly had been blamed on a producer.
Right.
And at the time, that producer said, absolutely not. They did not say that, and that was not true, and it was a whole thing. So for it to come back now, people still be trying to say it was the producer that said that is not true. And I don't know why y'all be trying to believe that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we can move past.
I mean, you were there. You were there, so I believe you.
We were there.
You were also really vocal about Kenya Moore, like supporting her.
So here's my thing. Everybody was like, oh, you know, why would you say? Here's my thing. That's my girl. And I think people don't understand friendship. Y'all don't understand that my friend could be wrong or do something that's not tactful or whatever, but I can still have a conversation with her separately and not have to drag her publicly about something that she did when, you know, whatever. So
I can respect that, guys. Even though if you're friends, right, and your friend did something publicly, you ask her friend, that's not, you do not have to drag her publicly. You and her can have a conversation off camera because y'all are friends. Just because the whole world is down her throat right now, y'all can have something off camera, right? And talk about it. I like that. I like that. I do. I like that. Everybody, right now, you know, everybody was dragging Kenya about what happened with her and Brett. Yes, I didn't like that. It was distasteful. She put those posters up. Yeah, that was my friend. I was like, Kenya, that was a little bit too much, hon. You know, you do need to apologize. Okay, then I know Kenya would have came back and look what she said about me. This and that, da da da. Yes, but Kenya, that was a little bit much. Okay, we classy women, we should apologize. That was a little bit much. I would have the balls to tell, you know, would have the strength to tell my friend that was a little bit much, friend. Okay, I like that. Keep it real, Candy.
oh, at the end of the day,
Yeah.
I do feel like, and after it's played out, it was wrong on both sides. And I just kind of felt like, you know, you can't take one off and not take the other off. I felt like that was wrong. You know what I mean? And y'all can disagree with me, but that's how I felt. And I'm definitely going to support my girl and say they didn't even give her the opportunity to come back and apologize. Everybody else got the chance to come back and apologize. You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, you know, why she don't get that chance?
Now she gone with the wind, fabulous.
Well, she's still fabulous.
So why would I go back to that old school?
I feel like if other people win, get to blow back on their husband, need to blow back on there too.
I mean, obviously, you said you never gonna speak to Phaedra again. I don't even, no shade, no tea. Don't.
Okay, guys, I can respect that. Other people have did stuff on that show and did get the opportunity to come back and apologize and things like that and get back on the show. Now, I will agree with that. Why was Kenya not given the opportunity? Now, was it because Brett was talking about suing the show? Is that why they won't let Kandi come back on the show? Is because Brett was talking about or did sue the show? Is that why they won't let Kenya come back on the show? Is that why they won't let her come back? Because Brett sued the show or what have you? Let me know in the chat. Hello, hello, Deborah, my tea sipper. Hello, hello, hello. Okay. Deborah said, I'm over people asking the question. It's been years. Kandi is a Taurus and holds a grudge. Let it go. Baby, my son is a Taurus. You right. You right. Oh, let me look for the video, Deborah. Okay, let me look for that video. Yep, the people on the plane did fight. Now, some people on some planes didn't fight. Fight on 9/11 planes. Some people didn't fight. Now, I'm not saying all, but some people didn't. Let me tell y'all something. When I get on them planes, I be looking at people. I do. I'll be looking at people when they, start looking like they feel that crazy. I start looking at them. Yeah, if you feel that you can't be friends with somebody, then that's fine. Can you stay away from them? You said the stuff that Phaedra said, it's no coming back, in my opinion. Okay. You said she's talking about Carlos. All that man did was talk bad about Black people. They posted several of his speeches yesterday on YouTube and Facebook. And of course, the orange man trying to blame Black people for what happened. Now, I didn't see that, Valerie. Now, I know Charlie Kirk, Kirk said that after the Black pilot flying the plane, does he have the credentials to fly the plane? I know he said all that. I do. Deborah said, I understand where Kandi is coming from. If someone said the things, okay, I read that. He said, I'm sorry, but I disagree. He knew exactly what he was saying. He knew better. Right? I agree. Possibly that could be a reason. It's like when Destiny said at the reunion that Mel and Martell grooming her, think of the damage that could have done to Melanie's brand. Should Mel still be friends with Destiny? No. No, ma'am. I feel you. I feel you, Deborah. You right. Possibly that could be a reason. People need to realize Kandi and Kenya are best friends. Also, I heard Kandi has a deal with Universal Bravo to produce her reality show. Okay, allegedly. Okay. You said okay. Let me put this up here. We got Dumb and Dumber. Let me put Dumb and Dumber up here, guys, just for a second. Let me put Dumb and Dumber up here. Lauren Boebert and MTG signed letter asking for a Charlie Kirk statue in Capitol building. Baby, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. No. After they done took all them other statues out of there. Now, all other people have passed away. They didn't get no damn statue. No, ma'am. No. So these are the signatures right here. No, ma'am. So they said the letter calls out the political left for creating a toxic environment. Really? The left for creating a toxic environment where one side finds it acceptable to stoke fear and violence to silence civil dissent, then asked Speaker Johnson to direct that a statue of Kirk be placed in the United States Capitol. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Dumber and Dumber want a statue of Charlie Kirk. I've heard Charlie before, and what is the other one name? He's younger. I forgot his name, but no, no. I bet you Charlie Kirk was, if he got a chance to see the Most High, I bet you he was so shocked that he's a black man. I don't know if he got to meet him or if he met hell. I don't know. But he got on his way to his journey. If he got to see the Most High, Yeshara, on his way through, and he was a black man. I bet you he was sold. I bet you his eyes was open wide then. That's all I'm gonna say. But do y'all think that they should put a statue of Charlie Kirk in the Capitol? Also, guys, they're going around arresting anybody thinking that they are the one that shot, that Pow Charlie Kirk. They don't know who it was. First, they had arrested the old man, say he did it. Then now they got this other man in custody saying he did it. So they don't know who the hell did it. So they don't know who did it. So what do y'all think? Let me know what y'all think in the chat. Let me know what y'all think in the chat. Yeah, my daughter be messing with my stuff on here. Give me just a second. So let me know if y'all think that there should be a statue of Charlie Kirk in the Capitol. Let me know what y'all think. My personal opinion, I don't think so, but I could be wrong. I don't think so. But y'all know what they say. They always saying, well, George Floyd. This ain't got nothing to do with George Floyd. What do George Floyd got to do with this, guys? Everything goes back to George Floyd, guys. If y'all don't know, it goes back to him. Everything goes back to George Floyd. If they say anything, it's back to George Floyd. Just saying. And guys, let me just pause there for a second. I know a lot of people that they take a break from social media, and that's good to do, to take a break from like your Instagram, YouTube. Just take a break from the social media period. That is good to do, and every once in a while. Like I know a lot of people that I don't see it on YouTube for a while, and then maybe a month or two they'll come back. It's really good to do that. To just take your break away from the drama for a while. It's good to do that. There's nothing wrong with taking yourself a break from YouTube. Nothing wrong with that, guys. There's nothing wrong with it. Sometimes we need it, guys, because if we don't, you end up going crazy if you're here all the time with all this drama. So there's nothing wrong with taking yourself away from the drama all the time. There's nothing wrong with that. Because and then you can also maybe you can limit yourself to how much time you're going to spend on YouTube. You can do that as well. Nothing wrong with that either. Limit yourself to how much time you're going to spend on YouTube a day. So don't ever think there's nothing wrong with that. So if that's what you got to do for your peace of mind, do it. That's what you got to do to get you what you need, do it. I say do it. I just wanted to give me one second here. Give me 1 second here. Now, guys, I just did want to talk about something else. Let me step back in here for a second. I did want to talk about Melody and say how proud I am of her for standing on business with Martell and how she's saying no more taking up for him, no more covering for him, no more nothing. Everything is straightforward now. I'm really proud of her for standing on business with him, guys. I am. I always knew in the back of my mind that Melody was not telling us everything, and I always said that when she gets tired and fed up, she gonna tell us everything. And I think he never thought in his wildest dreams that Melody would come out here and say that he did the awful things he did to her. I don't think he ever thought that she would do that. That's just my personal opinion. I don't think he would ever thought that Melody would have did that. And when you have shared custody of your kids, right, they're supposed to help with clothing, food, whatever. And I think Melody was letting him slide with that because, Melody got the means to buy all the kids food, clothes, and stuff. But I think Melody ain't going to let him slide with nothing else no more. If you supposed to buy clothes and stuff when you have them and help with food, clothes, and stuff, I think she's going to make him stick to it. There's no more letting him get away with nothing or anything. Whatever he's supposed to do, I think she's going to hold his feet to the fire. That's just what it is, what it is. And then one other thing is that Marlene, I just don't understand her. Once she figured out that Melody was the breadwinner, she was holding that house down, I can't believe that she did not go back and apologize to Melody. That's okay. We know your son is going to be your son forever. But as a woman, as a mother, why didn't you go back and apologize to Melody and say, Melody, I'm sorry. I did not know all this was going on. I thought my son was holding down his household. I thought my son was doing A, Y, and Z. I do apologize. Can you beg my pardon? Can you forgive me? Can me and you start over? Even though you and my son getting divorced ain't gonna work out, I would still like us to be friends. I would. Because after all of this shit that broke out and everything, I know she's not blind. Everybody know their kids. I know each one of my kids, what they do's and don'ts are. And now that they got bigger, I might don't know everything, but predominantly I can tell you stuff about them and things like that. I don't know everything now. They got grown and things like that, but predominantly I can. So I think as a woman, as a mother, as a grandmother, she should have apologized to me. If I would have did that, but I know I wouldn't have done that to my kids' wives or mother of their children, I know I wouldn't have did that. But if I did do that, I would have the courage, the guts to go back and apologize. So I don't know if it's something where She can't do it because Martell still helped pay some of her bills. But I doubt that because and let him tell it. He's paying all the Ariane bills and taking care of her and her daughter and Miles Morales. Then he got to take care of his house, and then he got to take care of his mama house. I don't think he got the means to take care of 3 households, and I don't think OWN pay that good. And my personal opinion, allegedly. Just saying. What y'all think? Y'all think he can hold down 3 households with that OWN check? And now, one thing that caught me when he was in that car with Ariana, do y'all think that Martell has his builder's license? Because he said that we gonna see on the show. So do y'all think that Martell done messed around and got his builder's license? Or Ariana got him for him? Because somebody said he is building property, but it's under an LLC. Because I guess he don't want us to know because we might F it up for him. That's what he's saying. So let me know what y'all think, guys. Let me know what y'all think. I just, my whole thing is this, guys. You get tired of going to court. You get tired of fighting with people. When is enough enough? When are you going to say, okay, she ain't coming back to me, or he ain't coming back to me, or she ain't coming back to me. Let's just try to be cool for our kids and get on with it. When is that going to happen? When do you get to that point in your life? When you say, okay, we were not good for one another together. We were toxic when we were together, but maybe we can be friends. When do we get to that point in our life to say that? When do we get to that point to say that? Or do we ever get to that point? Or do you always want to be beefing? I'm not saying we got to be the best of friends, but I'm saying that we could be cordial. Can we at least get to that point for our kids? It's been 5 or 6 years. We still haven't got to that point. When are we going to get to that point? I'm spending extra money for security for you to keep your ass away from me. But if you got a woman, why are you still going to fuck with me and harass me? I could not be with no man if he's still harassing his ex-wife. There's no fucking way. You don't want me, you want your damn ex-wife. I'm just a stand-in. Because if you wanted me, you wouldn't be harassing your damn ex-wife. Or ex-girlfriend. I couldn't be with no man and be on the passenger side while they riding around stalking or harassing their ex-wife or ex-girlfriend. Hell no. Let me the hell out of here. Ooh. I don't know. I just think these new women are cut from a different cloth or something. No, man. Mm-mm. But when can we get to a point of that, guys, where if we were married, it didn't work out, but we can just be cordial or cool. We don't have to be besties. When does it get to that point where we can get to that point where we can just be cool for our kids? Because once you have kids by somebody, y'all going to be tied up for life. It doesn't stop once they get 18. These kids got to go off to college. Y'all going to have grandkids. They might get married. Well, I'm hoping they get married. So you're going to have to come to weddings, to birthday parties, to graduation, where your grandkids are going to be at. So you at least have to be able to be cordial for them. So when does it get to that point that we can be cool or cordial? What is it going to take for us to get to that point, to that part of, of the journey, where we could be cool for our kids? Let me know. Now, my oldest son, me and his dad are cool. We cool. We see each other. We can have a drink with each other. We cool. I don't want him. He don't want me. So what's the problem? Just saying. When do you get to that point, to that part of the relationship? We didn't work out as a couple. We were toxic together. It didn't work out. So let's just try to be cool for our kids and raise, finish raising our kids. When does it get to that point, guys? Good night, Nicole. Bridget Nicole, have a safe week at you too. Thank you for coming over supporting the channel. Hey, Sonia. You said nothing wrong with working as a janitor, but Mel had retired Marlene years ago. Yes, like Miss Vanna's retired. Yes, Miss Vanna, she still do real estate part time. Yes, she did. She had to go back to work. I think Marlene is too worried about what Martell might say, and he is not helping his mama with her bills, because if he was, she would not have lost her home and had to go back to work. Right. Okay, you're gonna replay at the end, Sonia? Okay. If you guys see that hype button on your screen, please hit the hype button. Sometimes it comes up, sometimes it don't. And guys, I did put the name of my new channel, my second channel, in the chat. At Drop the T 2.0. Please subscribe to that channel. If the capital D doesn't work, try the lowercase d. You said, I'm not sure about that. The way Todd popped out on Bravo about the movie they just released on their streaming services, and fine, Bravo, Peacock screwed them. It's over. Oh, okay. I didn't hear about that. Deborah, I didn't hear about that. Well, Marlene was trying to get. I touched. A minute. Well, Marlene was trying to get out of touch with Mel with her house was in foreclosure, but it was too late. Okay. You said I took several shots of what he said just to have it. He says several things about black people. Oh, I believe you, Deidre. You said, but yeah, Kandi has a deal with Bravo. Bravo's giving Kandi the kiss off at BravoCon with that Housewife Award, just like they did Vicky from the OC. If you look closely at the suspect shirt, it looks to me like the flag isn't part of that shirt. You can see writing on top and the bottom of the flag. I think the flag was to blend in. Oh, wow. You said Karma is a bitch and she's my friend. Okay, all right. Whatever happened to Baby Jane? You said every person has their day and Charlie Kirk came on time. Okay. You said this is the same man that said MLK should have never been honored. All right. Whatever happened to Baby Jane? I did not know that. I did not know that happened. Martell do not want to be cool with Mel. He angry. He mad. To feel like he feel maybe then he will be cool, but not now. Yeah, I just, it's been 5 to 6 years, guys. I thought he would at least got some sense. He got the woman he lost his whole family for, so why not go over there and be cool with that? You wanted her, you got her. So why don't you go over there and be cool with that, sir? Why do you care who Melody is screwing or who she with. You over there with the bird. Get your kids when you supposed to, and that's it. Don't worry about who I'm screwing, who I got in my bed, who I'm loving on, who loving on me. You got the bird. That's all I'm saying, guys. All right, let's do. I don't know why I can't pull up your thing here, Deborah. I don't know if I'm in my other Instagram, but I'm gonna try to pull it up. Let's do a little bit of Black history. Let's do a little bit of Black history. I can't go without doing that, guys. So let's go to our Black history here.
So poison into their clothes. Yes, poison. She took out everybody in the master's house in 1853. This was a wealthy family, and they all began to die slowly and mysteriously. Their clothes perfectly sewn. By the way, this book.
Girl, now this lady right here was bad, baby. This lady right here, our ancestor, allegedly, she put something in every Caucasian woman clothes in that house. And they started to drop off one by one. But let's continue. And also, guys, this book right here, Black AF History, well, it's Black as Fuck History. You can get this on Amazon. I'm going to be ordering it this weekend, but you can order this book this weekend, guys. I'm going to order it myself. It's Black AF History. The Unwhitewashed Story of America. So you can get this book.
Book is Black AF History. I definitely recommend grabbing it. Now the clothes hid something far more sinister. Louisa is an enslaved woman behind the needle. And why did no one see her coming? Because she sewed poison, yes, arsenic, inside the fibers of the clothes. Now, the father of the family was a physician. He began to grow sick and he got fever. All the family got fever. After the clothes were sealed away, they drew samples and come to find out it was poison in them. Grab it on the TikTok shop. She sewed poison into their clothes. Yes, poison. She took out everybody in the master's house in 1853. This was a wealthy family, and they all began to die slowly and mysteriously. Their clothes perfectly sewn. By the way, this book is Black AF History. I definitely recommend grabbing it. Now, the clothes hid something far more sinister. Louisa is an enslaved woman behind the needle. And why did no one see her coming? Because she sewed poison, yes, arsenic, inside the fibers of the clothes. Now, the father of the family was a physician. He began to grow sick and he got fever. All the family got fever. After the clothes were sealed away, they drew samples and come to find out it was poison in them. Grab it on the TikTok shop. She sewed poison into their clothes. Yes, poison.
How do y'all feel about that, y'all? She sewed poison into all of the masters that lived in the big house. Every last one of them, she sewed poison into their clothes. And she, one by one, they started falling off. What do y'all think about that? Let me know what y'all think about that. Now, that was some now that was clever. Okay, got one more here.
This is the unwritten truths. How Indians and Asians built empires off black struggle. They drew blueprints overseas, then set up shop in our pain. This is the unwritten truth. They didn't come to join us. They came to exploit us. In India and Asia, they designed blueprints before even landing in America. Step 1, target black communities. Step 2, own everything we depend on. They arrive with business plans, not dreams. Plans that center black neighborhoods as cash cows, liquor stores, gas stations, beauty supply shops, all pre-mapped, all deliberate.
Now, baby, I can agree with this. I'm not trying to ruffle anybody's feather or step on anybody's toes. That is so true. When I grew up, there were black corner stores. We knew the black people that owned them. Penny candy stores and things like that. There were black gas stations. There were black liquor stores. There were black beauty supply stores. And what happened was, allegedly, I guess when they come over here, they give them big business loans. And the black people said that they were buying them, they were getting their stores, and they were giving them double and sometimes triple for their stores and gas stations of the price. So the black people said, you know, they didn't want to sell their businesses, but the people were offering them such good money for them, double and triple. They had no choice but to sell their liquor store, gas station, or corner store. Somebody offering you double or triple for your gas station, restaurant, beauty supply store, or what have you. You have no choice but to, well, you do have a choice, but they said the money was too good. Because when they come over here to a new country, they got business loans for whatever amount of money that the banks gave them. So they would go around to these corner stores, black businesses and things like that, and make them an offer they couldn't refuse. And that's how they started to take over. Now that's the truth. Allegedly, and for entertainment purposes only.
They get immigration status, government grants, and low interest loans, then come straight to the hoods, not theirs, ours. They sell fake hair laced with chemicals that they wouldn't let touch their daughters' scalps. Factories overseas churn out toxic products for black women, while they teach their own to never marry outside their race. They never hire us, never uplift us, but they live off us. Decades later, they're still here, still profiting, still silent when we're gunned down. This is not diversity. This is economic warfare, and it's been happening in plain sight. This is the unwritten truths, trauma you can't see, the subconscious slavery and psychological chains of Black America. You're born Black in America, and before you can speak, you're already owned, not physically, but mentally, economically, structurally. You're trained to work for white people. From daycare to diploma, your teachers don't look like you. Your principals, white, the curriculum, whitewashed. You're taught to be a follower, not a builder. College, it's named after your oppressor. You go into debt to be taught by the descendants of slave owners. Then work for a white-owned company, deposit your check into a white-owned bank, withdraw bills with slave owners printed on them, and pay white-owned companies, Amazon, Verizon, T-Mobile. You don't even own your own image. You buy black hair products from Asians. Need gas, food, soap. Corner stores owned by Indians and Arabs. They don't live there, don't hire you, but they profit. This isn't an accident, it's designed. We pay every race, but own nothing. We're the engine, never the driver. This is psychological warfare, and we're still on the plantation, paying our oppressor to keep us oppressed. Thanks for supporting our Unwritten Truth series.
What do y'all think about that? Good night, Dot Willie. Hello, my degree is real. You said Marlene not knowing who was a breadwinner in her family. Okay. Marlene was so convinced Martell was the breadwinner. But what I didn't understand, Marlene knew the boy she raised. She knew he was slow and not smart. Right. She knew. She was hoping to get him off her hand. He said, why would she think he was $1 million man? Marlene got exactly what she deserved. Also using Mel as her own piggy bank. Okay. Okay, Deborah, thank you so much. I will. That is something, but it's true. All these other races came with a plan. They bought out all the black businesses that was here. They got low interest loans and things like that. And that's what happened. Okay, guys. I have this book on Audible. It's very interesting, but he tells stories like Joe Madison used to say. So the goats could get the I'm not in yet. Oh, okay. I like that. I like when the books, they read and stuff like that. Did you get yours off of Amazon? I think Marlene thought Martell was in control of the money. Well, Melanie said how everything went. They had a joint bank account where they had a joint bank account, and then each Martell and Melanie had their own bank account. So whatever money they made for any type of jobs or anything like that, it went into that bank account. It don't matter what job it was. They would split the money. So if Mel did speaking engagements or anything like that, even though Martell didn't do shit, the money would get split. And she would take half and he would take half, and they would put it in their own accounts, allegedly. And I think they would pay their bills out of the joint account. But anything left over, they would split it down the middle. It don't matter who put it in there or who made the money, they would split it. Yeah. All right, guys, we've been on here for 2 hours. So we're getting ready to get off of here. Make sure if you didn't hit the thumbs up button when you came in, make sure you hit it on your way out. Also, make sure you're following my page at Drop the T 2.0 or 2.0. If the capital D doesn't work, use the small d. Follow me on that channel as well. And also, if you want to support the channel, you can as well. You guys know how to do that. And then also follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, Drop the T. All right, good night, everyone. I will see you guys tomorrow. And make sure you watch your surroundings. Good night, everyone. Good night, good night, good night.